everyone, good evening. Hello everyone, good evening. If you're already signed in, just go straight to your group members, whichever group that you're in, and type OTC, OTC. Let them know that you're going to receive something powerful. Remember that Henry had already sent this out there, letting everybody know that something amazing is going to happen. So while we're doing that, those on the call, let's know where you're calling from. Type in on the group chat where you're calling from so we know all the people in Africa and outside Africa that are right here. So type into the group chat, let's know where you're coming from. Welcome everyone. We look forward to seeing you. Okay, good evening, and welcome everyone. I'm so happy to be on this call this evening, and today we have someone amazing, someone really, really amazing that is going to blow our mind. Today, we're here to host someone really, really lovely. This lady has actually been in the company for the past 3 years. Um, if you had looked at your chat group, you had seen where they wrote that she has a powerful story to tell us. Something really, really amazing. She's happily married for the past 18 years, married to Georgia Gaviria, has two beautiful daughters, Maria Lisa and Maria Alejandra, and she lives presently in Colombia. She actually studied electronic engineer, so she's an engineer by profession. For more than 15 years, she has worked in the corporate world. And guess what? She has achieved income so high above average in the commercial area. In the last multinational she worked for, she was #1 in sales. So sales is in her blood. This is amazing. She was #1 in sales, and her salary was above what we call 1% of the Colombian population, what they earn. This is really, really good. Above 25 times monthly wage. She started looking for an opportunity because a pension fund consultant predicted she will earn 40% of her income at retirement. Being a pension fund administrator, I can tell you that is exactly what happens eventually. By the time you retire and you've gone this high, when you retire, you actually be earning about 40%. That was when it knocked on her door. Being in the corporate world for so long till retirement may not be the best for your retirement plan. So at that point in time, she began to look for an alternative, and she found Secret. Her sponsor and mentor is no other than our famous Musafa Nazji. Our own and very own Musafa is her sponsor and mentor, and that's why you will see the kind of success she's been able to put out. She has been part of Secret for 3 years. She does the business full time right now, so she's actually left the corporate world with her in the whole of Secret in the month of February. Please put on the chart. Let's begin to clap for her right now. Imagine someone doing so well. Secret worldwide, #1 in the whole of February. That's the person we brought in for you today. So let's begin to put a big clap welcoming her, for us to be able to have such an amazing, hard-working person. They are also ranked in the top 10 for the month of March and have personally sponsored. Do you know how many people she has sponsored? She has sponsored over 60 new agents in the last 40 days. Guys, we have an amazing person today in the likes of Sandra. Sandra, John, please welcome. We're looking forward to having your wealth of experience, pour it right into us. We look forward to hearing from you this evening. I had opportunities to speak with you earlier on today, and I was blown away by your story and your resilience, your strength. Everyone, let's welcome her. Congratulations, welcome. This is an amazing evening, and we look forward to hearing from you so that we will also gain of the momentum that you have brought in to be able to bring in 60 new agents in 40 days. This is amazing. So it's more than one in a day. Please, let's clap for her. This is amazing. Wonderful. Thank you so much, and welcome, Sandra.
Thank you, Connie. It's a pleasure to be here with you and everybody. That's my English for today because I am learning, but I am very happy because Luisa Escobar is with me. I am very grateful because we are taking her time. You need to know, Luisa is a silver agent, is a very committed person in secret, and she's helping us today because she's amazing with English. And thanks, Luisa, everybody that talks only in Spanish. We have Maraxera and all of the leaders trainings. Luisa, yo no sé si lo dije bien o no, más o menos.
Thank you, Sandra, for your kind words. Of course, you did well. I'm so happy to be here helping with the translation. Thank you for the invitation.
Ok, y bueno, antes de comenzar, quiero darle muchísimas gracias a todas las personas que hicieron posible esta llamada el día de hoy.
Well, the first thing that I want to say is thank you for everybody that made this call happen today.
Los líderes que ustedes tienen promoviendo este tipo de espacios son increíbles.
The leaders that you have promoting these kind of spaces are really, really great people.
Por supuesto, nuestra host el día de hoy, en Connie.
Of course, our host today, Nkonie.
And thank you for Henry, Sigi, Tammy, Kauchi, Dr. Boyson, Dina, Tabitha, Joan, and Sandy, and everybody here today. Y quiero empezar contándoles un poco acerca de cómo yo llegué a Secret.
And I want to start telling you how is that I arrived and started Secret.
Como Connie lo dijo, pues estoy casada hace más de 18 años, tengo 2 hermosas hijas.
As Nkonie said, I'm married. I've been married for the past 18 years. I have 2 lovely and beautiful daughters.
Y tuve una primera experiencia en redes de mercadeo cuando mi primera hija nació hace 16 años.
And I had my first network marketing experience when my first daughter just was born. It was like 16 years ago.
Porque pues si acá hay mujeres y de pronto mamás, saben que cuando un hijo nace, y más el primero, es terrible volver a trabajar.
And maybe this will be understood by women and also moms that are connected here, because you know that when you have your first child, it's so difficult to go back to work.
Yes, and yo definitivamente tomé la decisión de salirme, me entré a una red de mercadeo, trabajé 3 años allí.
And what my decision was to quit my job, and I joined a network marketing company. I worked with them for 3 years.
Pero esa compañía cerró y yo dije que más nunca en mi vida haría una red de mercadeo.
And what happened is that that company closed. So I swear I wasn't ever gonna do network marketing again.
Y normalmente para mí, por mi forma de ser, cuando yo digo una cosa, así es.
And usually, because that's the way I am, when I say something is the way that it is.
Y eso pasó por los siguientes años. Yo estuve más de 10 años por fuera de las redes de mercadeo.
And that happened, and I stayed out of network marketing for more than 10 years.
Pero debo decir que gracias al entrenamiento que obtuve durante esos 3 años en esa compañía, mi futuro profesional fue supremamente distinto.
But I also have to say that thanks to the training that I received from that network marketing system, changed my professional career.
Y pues empecé a escalar en el mundo corporativo, trabajando en diferentes multinacionales, y pues ya estaba en el top de mi carrera, en el top de mis ingresos.
And I started to do corporate work. I started to raise above the scales of corporate positions. And I also reached to the top earnings and positions in the corporate world with multinationals.
Y como lo dijo en Connie, pues me hicieron una asesoría en el fondo de pensiones y me dijeron que me iba a jubilar con el 40% de lo que me ganaba.
And as Connie said, I had like a consulting with my pension fund, and they said that I was going to be retired with my 40% of the income that I was earning.
No sé cómo será en sus países, pero es muy típico en nuestros países latinos que esa sea una situación no solo mía, sino en general de la población.
I don't know how it works in your countries, but here in Latin America, that's a very common situation.
Incluso en ese momento, mi esposo, que ya llevaba más de 10 años trabajando para una compañía, también hizo exactamente el mismo ejercicio y arrojó exactamente el mismo resultado.
Even my husband that was working for a multinational too for 10 years, he did the same consulting process with the pension fund and the result was exactly the same.
¿Y por qué les cuento esto? Porque a pesar de que yo había dicho que nunca más haría redes, me encontré en una situación que dije, tengo que hacer algo.
And what am I telling you this? Because even if I said that I was never going to do network marketing again, and when I found out what is going to be my future, I thought I have to do something.
Obviamente no estaba pensando en redes, pero sí hacíamos un negocio, si montábamos un emprendimiento, algo teníamos que hacer porque no nos íbamos a quedar esperando 20 años a que llegara ese futuro que nos estaban diciendo.
And I wasn't thinking of network marketing either, but my husband and I knew that we need to do something because otherwise we would have to wait for the next 20 years and await for that poor future.
Y en ese momento, en la búsqueda, otra vez nos volvieron a tocar las redes de mercadeo. Y digo otra vez porque por todos esos 10 años muchísima gente nos invitó a redes.
And in that process, somebody started to knock at our doors to present a network marketing company again. And I said again because it was a very common thing for the past 10 years that people were going to present me different companies.
Y yo para mis adentros decía, pero ¿cómo puede ser que la gente sigue con esos negocios de redes? Porque para mí eso era algo que no funcionaba.
And I was thinking, but how people still do this kind of businesses if I know they don't work?
Pero empiezo a darme cuenta que muchísima gente gana mucho dinero en redes de mercadeo y ni siquiera se le parecía a lo que yo me ganaba en el mundo corporativo.
And I started realizing that a lot of people that I knew were making a lot of money in network marketing. They were doing a lot more than my corporate salary.
Así que eso llamó mi atención y dije, bueno, yo quiero entender un poco más. Si fue que en aquella ocasión yo me quedé pensando algo que no era, pues necesito saberlo.
And that caught my attention. So I started to think maybe that time ago with that company, there was something I didn't understand. So I want to understand and be open again.
Y empiezo a entender por qué pasó en aquella empresa lo que sucedió, que cerraron, que no funcionó y qué era lo importante que yo debía buscar en una red de mercadeo si decidía hacerlo otra vez.
So I understood really what happened with that company at that time. And I identified what was important when you were to choose a network marketing company.
Así que cuando tuve la oportunidad de conocer por primera vez a Isaac Ben Shabbat y a Muzafer Nashfi,
so when I had the opportunity to meet Isaac Ben Shabbat and Muzafer Nashfi for the first time,
me di cuenta que Secret tenía todas esas características que yo había estado leyendo y estudiando que tenía que tener en cuenta para unirme a una red.
I just realized that Secret had all those characteristics needed that I was studying, that I was reading, that were needed in a company to be the perfect company.
Lo primero que me encantó era saber que Secret no nació como una red, sino que fue una compañía exitosa en los centros comerciales.
The first thing that I loved was to know that Secret wasn't born as a network marketing company. It was born as a retail company that had a huge success in malls, in malls.
Por supuesto, me encantaron los productos de nutrición, los productos de la piel.
Of course, I love the products, the skincare products, the nutrition products.
Porque en ese momento todavía no existía el Club Secret, solo los productos.
Because at that moment, Club Secret wasn't there still. It was just nutrition and skincare.
Me encantó el plan de compensación, el sistema de entrenamiento.
I love the compensation plan. I love the training system.
Pero lo que debo decir que más me encantó era las personas con las que me estaba asociando en ese momento.
But I have to say that what I liked the most was the people that I was making partner with.
Al darme cuenta que tanto Isaac como Musafer y Jessie, que son las tres personas que nos han estado apoyando a mi esposo y a mí durante todo este camino,
And when we realized with my husband that Isaac, Musafer, and Jessie that are the three persons that are helping us with this all this process,
sus valores y principios se alineaban a los de nosotros como personas y como familias, para nosotros fue algo fundamental.
and when we realized that our principles and values were aligned as we as a family had, it was just great.
Y bueno, así comenzó todo. Estamos desde el día cero que se abrió Colombia.
So that's how everything started. We are here from the day zero that Secret arrived to Colombia.
Y quiero contarles que, así como estaban comentando al principio de los éxitos que hemos estado teniendo en las últimas semanas,
And what I wanted to tell you is you heard all the success that we are having for the past months recently in Secret.
por supuesto, también hemos tenido que atravesar momentos que no han sido tan fáciles.
Of course, we have to be through difficult moments too.
Uno de ellos, para compartirles algo el día de hoy, fue en los inicios de Colombia.
And one of those moments were at the beginning of the opening of the market here in Colombia.
Y pues en esa época tuvimos algunas personas que intentaron hacerle daño a nuestros equipos, a nuestra compañía.
And at that moment, we had some people that wanted to damage our organizations, our teams.
Pero gracias a todo el soporte que hemos recibido de Isaac, de Musafer, de Jessie y de todo el equipo que hemos venido construyendo, pues hemos logrado sacar adelante toda la organización.
And thanks to the support of Isaac, Musafer, Jessie, and all the people that were building teams here, we were able to move on and go ahead.
Y pues ahorita, cuando empezó todo este movimiento del Club Secret, exactamente hace un año,
and when all this movement of Club Secret began 1 year ago,
fue impresionante darnos cuenta que pues estábamos quedando con la mejor oferta que hay en el mercado de tener los productos de la piel, los productos de nutrición y ahora experiencias alrededor del mundo.
it was just great to realize that we were getting the best offer on the market. We were getting skincare, nutrition, and experiences around the world.
Y pues algo que siempre hemos practicado mi esposo y yo desde el inicio es que hemos sido producto del producto como nos lo han enseñado nuestros mentores.
And something that we have applied from the beginning with my husband is that we have been product of the product since the beginning.
Y pues por supuesto cuando el Club Secret pues empieza, hemos usado la plataforma por muchísimas veces en varios viajes, rentas de autos.
And since we got the platform of Club Secret, we have used it several times. We have done international trips, we have rented cars also.
Y pienso que una de las cosas que más ha marcado la diferencia es que desde que Mark Z se unió como el entrenador global de la compañía, jamás nos hemos perdido ningún evento.
And I think that what has been very different is that since Mark Acera arrived as our director of training, we haven't missed not even one event.
Y por supuesto, antes de él incluso viajamos a Corea, viajábamos a las convenciones de Phoenix, porque definitivamente el entrenamiento es la base para poder hacer este negocio en grande.
And even before that, we traveled to Korea. We traveled to the US, to Phoenix, because we knew that training was the fundamental base of everything in this business.
Y bueno, pues en febrero estábamos en el último evento que la compañía hizo, incluso estábamos con Luisa.
And in February, we went to the last event that was done by Secret. Even we were with Luisa, me.
Y cuando nosotros escuchamos lo que la compañía estaba lanzando del Getaway, sencillamente nosotros no podíamos creer lo que la compañía estaba anunciando.
And when we heard and they launched the Getaway program, we couldn't even believe that that was happening.
O sea, ustedes deben saber que cada vez que nosotros íbamos a un evento de la compañía, en Colombia, nosotros casi siempre tenemos que esperar 3 o 4 meses para que lo que acaban de anunciar en Estados Unidos llegue a nuestro país.
And what was happening before is when the company announced something in the US, we here in Colombia had to wait like 3 or 4 months for that program to arrive.
Y literalmente cuando escuchamos eso, le imploramos a la compañía, necesitamos este programa ya, nosotros no queremos esperar.
And when we heard about the program, we were imploring the company to get that program down to Colombia because we couldn't wait to promote it.
Así es, y ellos hicieron un trabajo impresionante en cuestión de 3 semanas desde que lo lanzaron a Estados Unidos, ya lo estaban lanzando en nuestro país.
And the corporate team did a great job because even in less than 3 weeks, they were launching the program here in Latin America.
Y pues obviamente sacamos toda la ventaja del mundo de este programa porque en serio estamos convencidos que no existe ninguna otra oferta, ni siquiera que se le parezca a lo que nosotros tenemos en las manos.
And of course, we took advantage of it because we are convinced that this is the best offer out there in the market of network marketing companies.
Y nos preguntaban cómo lo estamos haciendo.
And people ask, what are you doing? How are you doing it?
Y lo primero que yo quiero compartir hoy es que para que tú puedas sacar provecho de esta oportunidad, lo primero es que tienes que estar convencido que es la mejor oportunidad que existe, porque así lo siento yo.
And what I want to share with you today, the first part, is that you have to think that this is the best offer that it is out there in the market, because that's the way that I feel it is. It is the best.
Si alguien me dijera que no lo es, yo simplemente le diría, puedes buscar en la industria del turismo, puedes buscar en la industria de redes de mercadeo, y yo no conozco otra oferta como esta.
And even if somebody approached me and said, well, there is something that is better, I would say, well, show me what's there in the tourism industry, what is there in the network marketing industry that is better than this. And I don't think they will find it.
Cuando estás convencido que tienes lo mejor, no hay absolutamente nada que te pueda detener.
And when you are convinced that you have the best that there is out there, nothing can stop you.
Así que después de tener ese nivel de creencia, pues lo siguiente es tomar acción, porque algunas veces hay gente que cree y no toma acción, entonces no va a pasar absolutamente nada.
So after you have built that level of confidence, the next step is taking action, because people may believe, but if they don't take action, nothing happens.
Yo les voy a decir qué significó para nosotros tomar acción.
And I'm going to tell you what was for us to be taking action.
Para nosotros este programa en Colombia empezó el 25 de febrero.
For us in Colombia, that program started the 25th of February.
En el 1 de febrero la compañía lanzó un top 10 global y nosotros pensábamos que ese plan era para Estados Unidos.
And then the company launched like the top 1 in February, and we thought it was just for the US.
Y para el 25 de febrero, que empezó para nosotros, ya habían personas en Estados Unidos con más de 20 puntos.
And when it started here in Colombia, the 25th of February, there were people in the US that had already more than 20 points.
Así que pues para nosotros ni siquiera era como una opción estar en ese top 10.
So for us, it wasn't like even impossible to be the top 10 because there was so advantage for the US.
Pero como tomamos acción, lo primero que hicimos fue hacer una lista, simple, lo que siempre nos han dicho, hacer una lista.
But as we decided to take action, what we first did was to make a list. Everybody teaches us to make a list, so that's what we did.
Para nosotros fue como empezar otra vez el día cero en Secret, porque hicimos una lista donde pusimos a todas las personas que conocemos que no están en Secret.
So it was like the 0 day for us in Secret. It was like starting again, because we did, and we put in the list everybody that wasn't joined in Secret.
Porque tengo que confesarles que anteriormente, cuando no teníamos esta oferta, yo a veces me encontraba precalificando a la gente en mi mente.
Because I have to confess that before we had this program, I found myself pre-qualifying people in my mind.
Yo decía, no, a esta persona que le va a gustar productos, esta persona no quiere este negocio, y no invitaba a esa persona que yo precalificaba.
So I was thinking, oh, that person doesn't like products, that person won't be interested in that business, so I didn't even contact them.
Pero con esta oferta, mi pensamiento es que a todo el mundo le gusta lo que yo tengo en mis manos.
But with this program, what I was thinking is everybody loves what I have between my hands.
Porque a quien no le gusta viajar.
Because I was thinking, who doesn't like to travel?
Y cuando le muestras a dónde puede viajar y por el precio que lo puede hacer, ¿quién se puede resistir a esa oferta?
And when you show that people the destinations and the places that they could go and the prices that are associated to that offer, it is impossible to resist.
Y después de eso, le van a dar casi todo el dinero que invirtió en productos.
And on top of that, they're going to receive more than the money that they invested in products.
Y fuera de eso, tiene una oportunidad de ganar dinero.
And on top of that, they have the opportunity to earn money.
Entonces, con ese nivel de creencia, empezamos a hablarle a todo el mundo. ¿Y qué hicimos? Utilizar el viaje, las vacaciones, como ese anzuelo para llamar la atención de las personas.
So what we did is we started to contact a lot of people. We started sharing to everybody, and we used the travel, the trip, the getaway as a hook to caught the attention of the prospects.
Tengo que decirles que entre mi esposo y yo le hablamos a más de 500 personas ese fin de semana.
I have to tell you that between my husband and I, we talked over more to 500 people during that weekend.
Ahora, no estoy diciendo que hicimos 500 Zoom de 1 hora, dije que hablamos con más de 500 personas.
I'm not telling you that we did like 500 Zooms lasting 1 hour with each of them. I'm telling you that we contact more than 500 and talk to them.
Así que, ¿con quiénes hablábamos? Con los que nuestro mensaje, nuestra invitación les capturaba su atención.
And who did we talk to? To the people that were caught the attention by our first message and they respond to it.
Imagínense que ese viernes 25 de febrero, siendo nuestro primer día trabajando el programa Getaway, entre mi esposo y yo firmamos 14 personas.
Imagine this, the first day, the 25th of February, it was a Friday. Between my husband and I, we signed up directly 14 people.
Nunca antes, nunca, en toda la historia que llevamos en Secret, jamás nosotros habíamos patrocinado 14 personas en un día.
Never before in the history of Secret with us, we have never been able to sign up 14 people in just one day.
Cuando nos dimos cuenta de esto el sábado en la mañana, ya estábamos apareciendo en el top 10.
And we realized that the next day, on Saturday, we were already in the top 10 of the World ranking.
Y dijimos, Dios mío, o sea, vamos a poder ganarnos este top. Ni siquiera se nos había pasado por la cabeza, pero gracias a que tomamos acción masiva, ese primer día, el segundo día, estábamos convencidos que lo podíamos hacer.
Then we realized this, oh my God, we can be the number 1 in the ranking, because before that, we didn't even think about it. But when we saw our names there, we thought we were able to win that contest.
Viernes, sábado, domingo, lunes, los dos trabajamos por más de 15 horas.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we were working more than 15 hours a day, both of us.
Pero eso nos produjo el resultado de estar en el puesto número 1 de la compañía a nivel global gracias a que tomamos acción masiva.
But that action put us in the first place of the world ranking because of the massive action that we took.
Y no solo eso, los 2 primeros lugares los ocupamos personas de Colombia porque más personas también tomaron esa misma acción.
And we weren't the only ones because the 2 first places were Colombians, us and other people.
Recuerdo muchísimo después que terminó febrero cuando Eddie Head estaba contando todos estos resultados.
And I remember when February ended, Eddie Head was sharing with these results with everybody.
Y él decía, no, pero ¿cómo puede ser esta gente de Colombia en 4 días hizo todo esto? ¿Cómo será que les demos los 30 días completos?
And he was saying, but these Colombian people had these results in just 5 days. Imagine if we give them 30 days.
Cuando él dijo, nosotros todos empezamos a soñar, ¿y qué tal si en marzo todo el top 10 completo se lo lleva a Colombia?
And when he said that, here in Colombia, we started dreaming. And we said, what if the top 10 was just Colombian people?
¿Y sabes qué pasó? En marzo, las 10 personas que estuvieron en el top 10, todas las 10 son de Colombia.
And what happened was that when March ended, the top 10 were Colombian people.
Así que aquí las personas se han tomado muy en serio este programa, personas que no tienen experiencia, otras sí la tienen.
And people here in Colombia had taken this very seriously. There is people that have experience, but there is people that doesn't have any experience.
¿Pueden ustedes imaginarse que en marzo hubo 3 mujeres, o sea, 2 que tienen un código entre las 2 y otra más?
And can you imagine that during March, there were 3 women, 2 of them share the same code and the other one has her own code?
Una de ellas hizo 105 ventas del programa Getaway y otra hizo 100.
One of them, the first one, made 105 sales of Getaway programs by herself, and the second one made 100 sales.
O sea, yo jamás en la vida había escuchado algo así en la industria de redes de mercadeo, que una persona sin ser un top líder que venga de otra compañía o que venga de ser el top, super top de otra empresa, haya hecho lo que estas mujeres hicieron en marzo.
I've never heard in the history of network marketing that some people that weren't leaders of past companies were able to get these results. That was amazing.
Eso solo significa que si ellas pudieron tener ese nivel de resultados, cualquier persona que esté hoy acá también lo puede hacer.
This only means that if those ladies were able to do that, everybody, anybody that is connected to this call can do it.
¿Pueden ustedes imaginar que cuando sumamos la cantidad de nuevos agentes que hubo entre esas 10 personas del top 10?
Can you imagine that when we add up all the personal sales and the new agents that were in that top 10?
Fueron más de 600 nuevos agentes solo entre 10 personas.
There were more than 600 new agents between those 10 positions.
Así que eso es lo que ha pasado. Lo único que hemos hecho en todo Colombia, todas las personas que han sacado provecho, es creer que tenemos la mejor oferta y tomar acción masiva.
So that's what we have been doing here in Colombia, believing that we have the best offer and taking action on that.
No hemos parado todos los días, no queremos que el día se acabe porque en serio hay muchísimas personas a las que todavía ni siquiera les hemos podido hablar.
And we don't want the days to end, because at the end of the day, we think, well, there is so many people that we haven't talked about this yet.
Pueden imaginar que en una economía como la de nosotros, hay personas que dentro de Secret han estado teniendo resultados de más de 100 ciclos en una semana.
Imagine this, in an economy like ours, there are some people that are making 100 cycles in just 1 week.
Eso es lo que el programa Getaway está haciendo por todos nosotros, y también lo puede hacer por ustedes.
And that's what this Getaway program is doing for us. And it can do the same for you.
Alguien estaba preguntando en el chat, ¿qué le dijimos a las personas para invitarlas a como ese anzuelo que decíamos ahora?
And somebody was asking in the chat, what was that we were telling people, like to hook them?
Y el mensaje en sí no tiene algo especial.
And the message itself, it doesn't say anything special.
Porque lo especial lo hace la forma como tú mismo lo puedas crear.
Because the special thing is the energy to put when you create it.
Por ejemplo, hay algunas personas que han mandado un audio.
For instance, there is people that have sent just an audio.
Otras personas han enviado un mensaje a través de WhatsApp o un mensaje de texto.
Some other people have sent like a text message through WhatsApp.
Otras personas han hecho una llamada.
Other people have called people.
Lo más importante es el nivel de creencia que tú le vas a proyectar a esa persona que le estás haciendo la oferta.
The most important thing is that level of confidence that you have, that you are transmitting to that person that you are talking with.
Porque anteriormente la objeción era que de pronto las personas no tenían el dinero, que no tenían tiempo.
Because before this, the common objections were, I don't have the time, I don't have the money.
Pero ahora la objeción, ¿saben cuál es? No, no puede ser. ¿Cómo puede ser eso tan barato?
But now our new objection is, how is this possible to be this cheap?
Entonces, pues si tú tienes tu nivel de creencia y lo puedes proyectar en la persona no lo va a dudar y te lo va a comprar.
So if you are in a high level of confidence and you get to transmit it to that person that is in the other side, they are going to buy it.
Y pues en realidad ahora que hemos tenido este montón de agentes nuevos, hemos comprendido que la verdadera magia del programa Getaway comienza una vez ese nuevo agente ingresa.
And then after we have had all this success, we have understood that the magic really begins when that new agent join the company.
Porque a lo mejor ese nuevo agente se une porque quiere esas vacaciones, 6 días, 5 noches para 2 personas en un resort.
Because maybe that new agent is joining just because they want to get advantage of this 5-night, 6-day resort program in a great place.
Pero luego, unos días después, recibe unos productos en su casa que cuando los usa, ustedes no se imaginan los mensajes que hemos estado recibiendo.
But some days after they join, they receive at home a box full of products. You cannot imagine the messages that we have been receiving of those new agents.
La gente dice, pero ¿cómo puede ser todo esto? O sea, yo pensé que me iban a llegar ahí unas muestras chiquitas, pero ¿cómo me van a mandar todo esto?
And people is saying, but how is it possible that the company is sending me all these products? I was expecting just samples of the products.
Y ahora cuando los prueban, que ustedes ya saben lo que producen, esos productos, valga la redundancia, cuando la persona lo usa por primera vez.
And now that you know what the reaction is of people when they try the products.
Y ahora le dices, por los próximos 12 meses vas a tener los descuentos más altos en esos productos si los quieres comprar.
And then you tell those people that they are going to get the highest discount possible to get those products in the market.
Y que si los quieres recomendar a alguien, le vamos a pagar una comisión.
And also, if that you want to recommend this program, you are going to get a commission out of it.
Simplemente la gente no lo puede creer.
People just cannot believe that that is possible.
Miren, hemos tenido nuevos agentes, amigos de nosotros que jamás se hubieran unido a una red de mercadeo.
And I want to tell you something, that we have friends now in our organization that would have never joined a network marketing company.
Personas que cuando reciben sus productos quieren comprar el resto de productos para hacer su rutina completa.
People that will receive the products, they want to buy the other products to have their complete routine.
Y personas que nos empiezan a decir, no, yo le quiero recomendar esto a mi hermana, a mi prima, a mi amigo, a mi tía.
And people that is saying, I want to recommend this to my mother, my husband, my cousin, my friend.
Todo el mundo. Entonces, pues eso es lo que ha venido pasando. No sé, Connie, si hay alguna otra pregunta, algo más que quieras que compartamos el día de hoy.
So this is what has been going on here in Colombia. I don't know if there is some people or there are some questions, and Connie, that you want us to respond.
Wow. Thank you so much. This is really amazing. I've just been taking so much notes, and reminding myself of all the things that I need to do once again. Everyone, you can hear they have both been amazing. In fact, it sounds like as if it's just one person giving us the presentation today, that we won't even know there are two people. And one thing that struck me that she said is that they were the pioneer secret agents in Colombia. And that is what we actually are in Africa. The pioneer secret agent in Colombia. And then they, first of all, believed, had confidence, and took massive action. So as pioneer secret agents, you gain everything. Everybody's under you, right? That's what it seems. Everybody's under you. And you took advantage of it. You took massive action and you went out there. Can you imagine speaking to 500 people in just a weekend? Wow. Amazing. So guys, if you have special questions for them, yes, they've answered one of the questions, which is what were you telling them, which they've already said to us. So if you have special questions for them, please put it on the chat group immediately so that we could take these questions. Let's know exactly how we can do this, how we can run. But I'm going to ask one question. I was privileged to meet you earlier on today, so I want you to also tell people what you've told me. What happens to you when all of a sudden you think you are there and you just realize your whole team is gone, your mentor is gone? So where did the confidence come from? Because you suddenly didn't have a team, you didn't have a mentor. So where did that confidence come from for you to be able to start running this race once again?
¿Necesitas que la traduzca?
Sí, porfa.
Lo que te estaba preguntando en Connie es que después de que sucede todo lo que sucede, que se va tu mentor, que se quedan solos, que el equipo se desbarata, ¿cómo haces para volver a generar esa confianza y empezar a correr de nuevo?
Bueno, pues realmente fueron momentos muy difíciles.
Well, really, there were really difficult moments.
Pero pienso que lo primero de por qué yo tomé la decisión de quedarme es porque yo estoy convencida de que Secret es la mejor oportunidad que yo he conocido en mi vida.
But the main reason that I decided to stay and not to leave is because I really believe that Secret is the best company that there is.
Algunas personas usan esta expresión, no sé si la hayan escuchado, que no todo lo que brilla es oro.
Some people use this expression here. I don't know if this is familiar to you, that not everything that shines is gold.
Yes.
Y algunas personas simplemente se dejan deslumbrar por ciertos ofrecimientos o ciertas cosas que dicen afuera.
And there is just some people that let themselves be overwhelmed by some offers and things that are out there.
Pero pienso que es donde sale realmente lo que tienes adentro, porque si tú tienes la convicción y sabes que puedes lograr cualquier cosa que te propongas, pues ¿por qué vas a ir tras de algo en lo que tú no crees?
So, and that's when really you can show what you are. Because why are you going to run after something that doesn't convince you enough?
Pero obviamente para nosotros fue fundamental el apoyo que recibimos especialmente de Isaac, Musafer, Jesse,
And for us, it was fundamental to have the support of Isaac, Jesse, and Musafir.
porque yo recuerdo en esos días que estaban pasando todas estas cosas, yo le pregunté a Isaac, Isaac, entonces si la mayoría de gente se va, ¿usted va a cerrar la empresa acá en
Because
Colombia?
I remembered asking Isaac, but if all these people is leaving, are you going to close Secret in Colombia?
Y Isaac me dijo, Sandra, si una sola persona se queda en Colombia, por esa persona mantengo abierta la compañía.
And he said, Sandra, if just one person stays in Secret, I will keep the company open in that market.
Yo le dije, bueno, esa persona soy yo, estoy lista, no importa lo que haya pasado.
So I answered him, okay, I'm that person. So I'm ready to get going.
Wow, wow, this is really amazing. She has just told us what great leaders and owners that we have of Secret. So Secret is actually simply the best. Can you imagine if just one person in the whole of Colombia is ready to do Secret? I will leave Secret open. That is really an amazing backing from the owner of the company. That is simply why you've said that Secret is the best. So like you said, have the confidence and then go out there and take massive action. We have another question. Someone asked, they said, you mentioned speaking to stay-home moms. What were you telling the stay-home moms to make that decision to change and take massive action as well?
Te están preguntando en el chat que tú hablaste sobre prospectar mujeres mamás que están en casa. ¿Qué es lo que tú les dices o qué especial mensaje les compartes para que esas mamás tomen la decisión de hacer el negocio?
Lo que pasa es que pienso que obviamente depende de que esa persona sí quiera tener una fuente de ingresos.
Well, what I think is everything starts if that person really wants to get a source of income.
Porque también es cierto que hay mujeres que lo único que quieren es estar en su casa y no quieren trabajar.
Because it is also true that there are some mothers that just want to stay home and take care of their family.
Entonces tenemos que entender que aunque nuestro negocio podría ser para todo el mundo, no todo el mundo va a querer hacerlo.
And even if this kind of business could work for everybody, not everybody wants to do this business.
Entonces lo que tenemos que buscar es mujeres, si es el caso de lo que me estás preguntando, pero que en serio quieran tener una fuente de ingresos.
So what we have to look for is moms, women that are really looking to create and generate money.
Y pues lo primero que pienso es que las historias son lo que más funciona, que se puedan identificar con alguien que es similar a ellas.
And what I really believe is that what is most important is that they can hear stories of other people and they can identify with them.
Que otra mamá que de pronto tienes en el equipo que saca 2-3 horas al día y se está haciendo un ingreso extra y que ella lo vea posible también.
For instance, if you have in your team a mom that is getting 2 to 3 days per day to do this business in secret, and you can contact them and they can show that it's possible to do it.
Pero definitivamente sí pienso que cuando una mujer viene de estar activa en su vida laboral y tiene un hijo, es el mejor momento para mostrarle esta oportunidad.
But what I really think is that you meet a mom that has been working out there and has a son or a daughter, it is the best moment to show her this business.
Que es súper duro, y las que no son mamás, Es súper duro cuando tienes un bebé tan pequeño y lo tienes que dejar para irte a trabajar.
And she's talking about when you just had the baby, because it's so hard to leave the baby home and go there and out to work.
Entonces, pues poderle mostrar que puede tener un negocio adicional si es que todavía no quiere dejar su trabajo.
And you can show that person that you can have like an additional business if that person is not ready to quit the job.
Hacérselo ver posible, que le puedas mostrar en qué momentos lo puede hacer, cómo lo puede hacer.
That you get to show that person how can she do the business and how can you guide and how can it's possible to do it.
Y ayudarle a que gane dinero para que se quiera quedar.
And help her earn money, because that way she's going to stay.
Wow. Now, what I've just picked from all the answers you've been answering is that you know how to use your hook very well. First of all, you told us about using the hook with the getaways, and you just took an advantage of a newly birthed child, which means the mom is probably having a baby of just 1 month old and still needs to stay at home. You use that hook of stay at home immediately. Oh, this is amazing. So, guys, use your hook wisely and fish. Once you see it, use your hook. This is amazing. That's amazing. Another question that we have is, you met 500 people within a weekend, and people want to know what kind of presentation were you doing? How fast were you doing that presentation? Were you doing demos, or were you just doing getaway holiday presentations? What exactly was your mode of presentations to be able to meet 500 people within a weekend?
Ellos están preguntando que pues primero dicen que tienen que aprender a manejar sus ganchos muy bien. Primero el gancho del getaway, luego el gancho de la mamá que apenas está dejando el bebé. Entonces, que es muy inteligente todo lo que has dicho y que hay que aprender a utilizar esos ganchos. La pregunta que está haciendo es, como ustedes hablaron con 500 personas en tan solo un fin de semana, ¿cuál fue exactamente el tipo de presentación que utilizaron? ¿Hicieron demostraciones, hicieron llamadas, hicieron una presentación solamente del negocio? O sea, ¿qué fue lo que dijeron y cuál fue exactamente la presentación que utilizaron para poder hablar con 500 personas en un fin de semana?
Ok, pues lo primero que hicimos fue diseñar un mensaje que pudiéramos utilizar para enviar a todos nuestros contactos.
The first thing that we did, it was to design a message that we can send to every contact that we had.
No algo como mandarlo en una lista de difusión. Sí hicimos un mensaje personalizado, nos tomamos el tiempo de enviarle a la persona, persona por persona, ese mensaje.
We did that individually. We reached to each of them individually. We didn't use those distribution lists that are able to do in WhatsApp, just a personalized message for everybody.
O sea, el mensaje era lo mismo, pero al menos sí llevaba el nombre de la persona, pues como para que no se vea que es ahí un montón.
We used the same message, but we personalized it with the names, and we saluted them and put the name, so it was like a personal contact.
Que como estábamos capturando la atención, así como cuando anteriormente no existía el getaway y hacías una llamada para generar expectativa.
And as we had to do before we had the getaway program, you had to make a call to create that expectancy and that curiosity out of the prospects.
Así que le decíamos simplemente que estábamos trabajando en una compañía por más de 3 años. A los que ya sabían de Secret le decíamos, sabes que estamos en Secret por más de 3 años.
So what we wrote was, if that person didn't know we were in Secret, we said, we've been working with Secret for the past, with a company for the past 3 years. If that person knew that we were working with Secret, we said, you know that we've been working with a company for the past 3 years.
Ese pedacito como que lo generamos para que la persona sepa que, o sea, estamos trabajando por un largo tiempo en la empresa, no fue algo que nació antier.
And we did that because we wanted to make sure that people knew that we were working with this company for a long time. It's not like an instant thing, that is a process.
Ahora, si estás nuevo y dices, pero es que yo no puedo decir que llevo 3 años, pero puedes decir una compañía que lleva más de 15 años, algo que pueda, que te sientas tranquilo, que le está dando la confianza a la otra persona.
So if maybe you're new, you cannot say that you've been working with Secret for the past 3 years, but you can use something like, I'm working with a company that has been in the market for the past 15 years, something that makes the other person confident.
Y tenemos una línea de experiencias alrededor del mundo y la compañía acaba de sacar una promoción increíble.
And we have a line of business that makes you experience the world. And we have launched a promotional trip that is amazing.
Le contábamos de qué se trataba el viaje, un resort, 6 días, 5 noches.
So we gave some characteristics. It is a resort, 5 to 4 stars, 5 nights, 6 days, and all those things.
Empezando en $500.
And you can use that trip starting from $500.
Si estás interesado, déjame saber, te llamo y te doy más información.
If you are interested, let me know and I will call you to give you more details.
Entonces, pues le mandas ese mensaje a un montón de personas y ¿quiénes van a responder? Pues los que se interesaron en lo que les acabas de decir.
And you send that message to a lot of people, and who is going to answer? Those that are interested.
Yes.
Ahora, con los que estás interesado, dependiendo de las conversaciones que vas teniendo, con algunos te van a necesitar reunir en un Zoom porque quieren saber más.
And depending on that answer, you can do different things. You can meet with them with Zoom because they need more information and answers.
Otras personas confían muchísimo en ti y no necesitan más información, dicen, lo quiero ya, ¿dónde pago?
And there are some people that trust you so much, they just don't want to know anything else. They just want to pay, and they say, how can I get this? How do I pay?
Y pues finalmente lo importante es que, por ejemplo, si esa persona dijo yo quiero pagar, pues obviamente paga, pero tengo que hacer una llamada o un Zoom para explicarle todo acerca de Secret, porque le van a llegar sus productos y todas las oportunidades que tiene.
And of course, if that people say, I trust you, I'm going to pay, you have to make a call with them to explain everything to them, Secret and the products that are going to get.
No porque ya le pagó, ya, bueno, ya pagó, ya es todo. No, recuerda que la magia de Getaway empieza justo en ese momento.
And not because they pay you, the process has stopped. That's where it begins. The magic begins there when that people pays.
Y ese fue el mensaje que nosotros hicimos. Y ya, de hecho, hay personas que contactamos ese fin de semana que ni siquiera hemos tenido el tiempo de volverlas a contactar.
And that was the message that we used. And today, there are some people on that 500 list that we haven't been able to contact again.
Pero por supuesto que los vamos a contactar a todos.
But of course, we're going to do the follow-up.
Okay. I love that. But of course, they're going to do the follow-up. That is the commitment and determination that you have shown throughout today's evening. All you do is take massive action, show commitment, and you're determined to get your goal and your goal done, which is really amazing. Because when you set a goal and you're not determined, of course you're going to fall off the track some way and not get to the end eventually. This is really amazing. One of the questions was actually to find out the message you sent, and in the process of answering the other one, you've told us that. And I don't know if we have any other questions. If you have any other questions, please put it on the chat group so we'll know. Just to let you all know, there's something that Sandra said this evening. In fact, let me put it, the combo said this evening, not just Sandra. 10 positions were Colombians. And if you check the list, it was more than 600 new agents. She specifically said that what was the fire was the new agents, which means that we should go out there and just go and get new agents. Show people, let people know the new things that are available. Because this new agent, the new blood, They have new list, right? And that's the new list you cashed in on, right? Because for you to have 10 positions and 600 new agents, wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, let's give it up for Sandra and Lucia for a beautiful evening. Today has been amazing. We thank you so much. I have personally learned, I have actually reset my mind, whereby I now know that I need to take massive action. People are doing it. Not massive action in my home with 25 names. Massive action with 500 names. This is amazing. 500 names. Don't pre-qualify. Don't prejudge. Use the available hook for each different person. When there is a need, use the hook. That's what I've learned today. Please, everybody, go into the chat group. Let's thank them so much. Today has been 100, 100, 100. For me, is 100, 100, 100. I've learned so much. I've gotten the fire. She says also, transfer the energy and confidence you have, and people will key into it. So, number one, get confidence. This company is the number one company to be in. And once you have it, you can transfer it to every new agent that you speak to. Thank you so much. It's been a lovely evening. I've enjoyed myself. I've reset my mind. Let me put it that way. I have reset my mind. I've realized that if you can do it, if the ladies out there can do it, get 600 new agents, then we can do it. This is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Please go out there, show some love. Today has been an amazing. Show some love. It has been an amazing. And now, after showing this love, remember, no training goes without action. So after today, let's make Sandra happy by showing her the amount of action, putting that massive action, 100, 100, 100, to show her that we have learned from her today. Massive action, no prejudging, no pre-qualifying, more than 500 names. Let's get it done. Thank you so much for a wonderful evening. My warm regards to your families. It's been an amazing night. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you very much.
Gracias,
A
Luisa.
pleasure.
Bye.
Yeah. Henry. Henry.